I know I never come on here this late. It's like 8:30 at night. If you're wondering, like, who is this mysterious woman? My name is Melody Johnson. I am, of course, this is my channel, Sizzle Serve Yum, where I actually transitioned from the ketogenic diet all the way to full-time carnivore. So I have just a little bit of an update for you guys. There's three things. The first thing is something that I just read on the news. It kept popping up on my feed, and I wanted to get confirmation before telling you guys. There is a huge butter recall that was done with Kirkland butter. And with that being said, that particular butter is, if you're having issues with dairy, especially with milk, that's where that butter contains. And so they're doing this huge recall. If you got it and you're allergic to it, make sure you're pulling that out of your fridge and tossing it. But when I seen that, I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, this is scary because as a carnivore, you really rely on butter. You rely a lot on butter, and so it's so important that we make sure that we're keeping up with some of these recalls. And so you might see on my channel, I might tell you guys about recalls that might be for meat, for cheese, but this one just happened to be about the Kirkland's butter that had like a huge recall. So make sure you're checking your fridge and getting rid of that butter if you are, if you have it, if you bought it. All right, making sure that if you guys are chatting, I don't know where this is, but give me a second. I'm a little, it looks like my app is a little new. So I'm going to, let's see. Okay. I had to make sure I'm doing something a little different. Usually I do it on my computer or on my phone a little differently, but I don't see anything in the chat. So anyway, the second thing I wanted to talk to you about, so we talked about the butter recall. That's huge. Make sure you're getting rid of that. The second thing is we have a reset. And you might be like, what on earth are you talking about? You know how you get a reset button for like a remote control or for your internet router. This is going to be a reset that I'm doing for the carnivore diet for myself. And the whole purpose of me doing this is so that way I can focus on my health goals again. And I can also think about where I want to go in the future as far as what kind of health route I want to take. And I noticed that I started veering off track a lot. And when I say I was veering off track, honey, I was like, instead of having like the toppings for cheese, I was having like a ton of it. And so it started making me gain some weight. I gained like 4 pounds. So I was like, wait, I was like, hold up. I was like, I started looking back at my journals. I started looking back at not only the mental health journal, like how I'm feeling, but I also started looking back at my journals for my food to see what I was eating. And what I noticed was there was a pattern all the way from the end of August, beginning of September. I started integrating dairy. And the more I integrated dairy, the more I started noticing I was hitting these plateaus more. And of course, dairy has what? Cheese has lactose in it, so of course it's gonna make us gain weight. It's gonna make the weight stay, and we're not gonna be able to lose the weight. Let me go ahead and go into the chat real quick. We've got John in the house. What's going on, John? Hope you are doing well. We've got Anthony Colangelo. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Anthony says, I'm 12. We've got Chuya. How are you? You said English or Spanish? I'm speaking English, but I'm mixed with Spanish too. Anthony says, are you a veteran? No, I am not a veteran, but I am very appreciative of veterans, and they have helped this country tremendously to have all the freedoms that we have today, everything that they fought for us. So yes, I absolutely love veterans. What's going up, Scampy? What's going on? Hope you're doing good. So we were talking about this huge butter recall that was done. So make sure, again, you're tossing that butter out. So the second thing was the reset I was telling you about. I started veering off track. Sorry, I got all kind of messages coming through. I'm gonna make sure I put that on do not disturb. Sorry about that. So I started veering off track on my diet, right? So I was eating more of this cheese, But then what was also happening was after 7 o'clock, I don't eat. I usually try to eat before 7. I try to make sure like I got all of my meals in by that time, all of my water, so that way I don't have indigestion when I go to bed. And so what I noticed was I started eating more at night, but then also I was like staying up a little bit later. I wasn't going to bed on time. And so I started feeling real, real tired. And I started thinking to myself, okay, Melody, you gotta make sure you're getting back on track. And part of it is like going to bed on time. And oh, that can be so hard because I want to watch my shows, like, and I work a lot during the day, so sometimes I just want to watch like a 30-minute show. But sometimes these shows are like an hour. So I end up going to bed at like 11, sometimes 12 o'clock. So I said, I'm not doing that no more. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm going to start going to bed on time. So this is like kind of like an accountability call, I guess you'd say. So I'm going to bed. It's going to be 10 o'clock every night. And then the whole purpose of going to bed on time is so that way I can lower my cortisol levels, so that way I can lose the weight. So I'm hoping that's what's going to help me get over that plateau. Let's see. Hey, it's Jennifer Lude. What's going on, girl? Let's see. John says, what's your channel about? My channel is about the carnivore diet. And I've been on this diet since April of 2024. So it's been well over 100 days that I've been on this diet. But from going on this diet, I went from close to 300 pounds and I'm down to 249 pounds. But I gained 4 pounds just this past month and I'm trying to lose the weight. So Scampy said, what is up with what? What is up with what? What are you talking about? So Jennifer says, hi, Melody. How are you? I hope you're doing good, Jennifer. How are you feeling? Your daughter doing okay? You guys doing all right? I'm guessing you had off today because it was Veterans Day. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I was talking about the first thing was the butter recall, Jennifer. I don't know if you shop at Costco, but I actually had to tell a few friends because they bought like a huge amount of the Kirkland's butter, and I was like, yeah, you got to go check that out. So yeah, so make sure you're checking that out with the huge butter recall if you bought butter at Costco. Let's see. Jennifer says, not much. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing a carnivore reset. So what does that mean? That means I am going back to like strict carnivore for 15 days. And today was the first day. Yesterday I did go off the diet just a little bit. And it's weird how when you're on something like this and you don't eat like a whole ton of processed food, how your body processes it. I had tortilla chips at a Mexican restaurant yesterday. Ate just the meat. I didn't eat like a whole bunch of other carbs. Like I just only have like a handful of like tortilla chips. So I'm guessing the way corn processes in my body, it's not the way I want it to. But anyway, uh so I ate these chips and I woke up and I felt so drained. Like I felt so tired, like tired to the point where I wanted to go to sleep. And I'm like, why do I feel like this? And so I made sure I ate breakfast this morning. I had sardines, I had 2 eggs, and I had a little bit of butter. And then I went ahead and I ate lunch. I ate like my regular patty. And then for dinner I just had like chicken breast. That's all I had. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel exhausted. But now I know like that sugar from that corn, the corn converts to sugar fast in my body, and that's probably why I feel sluggish. So yeah, so we're doing a reset. We're not having any dairy. We're cutting that out for the next 15 days. And then I'm going to eat a little less protein because I did consult with a specialist, and he's like the OG of like carnivore diet. I went and I talked to Dr. Sean Baker, and he actually helped me and told me consume less protein, but just a little bit more fat for satiety so I could feel full. All right, let's see. Jennifer said, I have to lose 10 pounds for my next surgery in a month. Oh, well, if you do carnivore, I tell you, you're probably going to lose more. Because I remember I was close to 300 pounds and I'm down like almost 50 pounds. Um, And I actually lost 20 pounds in 1 month the first time I was on this diet, just so you know. And that was me doing strict carnivore. Let's see. Jennifer says I shop at Sam's. Costco is too far away from me. Well, I'm glad you're not on it, right? Let's see. Danica says WTF. What you talking about, Danica? You said chicken. What you talking about, chicken? I love chicken. I eat chicken. I eat beef. I eat lots of different things, right? But we're doing carnivore diet, and we are making sure that we're staying on track. So we're doing a reset, and that's just going to help us to be able to not, veer off, like stay focused on the goals. So for Q4, I really wanted to be down to at least 238, and I don't know if that's going to happen, like, because I keep hitting these plateaus, but I'm still working out. I work out like 5 days a week. Let's see. Jennifer says, I love your shirt. Thank you. It's an old PlayStation shirt that I got from GameStop. I tell you, Jennifer, I love t-shirts. I love t-shirts. I've always enjoyed wearing t-shirts as a kid, and now as an adult, big kid. But yeah, it's an old PlayStation t-shirt that I bought from GameStop, and it was on clearance. I think it was like $5. Yeah. Let's see. Jennifer says, that's amazing, Melody. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. Thank you. It was a challenge. It was a challenge. But this was, this live stream right now, this is more of like an accountability live stream. So yeah, I did treat yesterday with a few tortilla chips and some queso, and it tasted good. But man, oh man, did I regret it today. I felt so tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not only cut that out, but I'll make sure I eat before 7. And then also, I got to make sure like I'm tracking this stuff, and I'm going to measure out my stuff because I want to see what would be the good ratio for me so I could hit this goal. Remember, the target goal, like the main goal, is to get down between 150 to 160 pounds. That's going to be the main goal. And the whole purpose of me doing it is not so much to lose the weight, but so I can be healthier for my family, be healthier for myself. I can be more active, which is what I really want to do, and not feel like fear about doing small things like going to try on outfits, or even me trying to go bra shopping. like can I find my size, like things like that. Or if I just want to feel comfortable sitting in my own skin, that's what I want. That's what I want. I just want to be able to do normal activities and not feel restricted because of my weight. So that's why I'm doing this. And then also, I have a lot of people that have asked me about this, and I wanted to just be really transparent with them about what I'm doing and why I do what I do. Uh, Old guy, what's going on, Chris? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I just decided to jump on. I was so inspired by Sean's last minute live stream. I was like, I should just go on. Yeah, yeah. So I was talking about 3 things on this channel. I was talking about, one, making sure that if you have butter that you purchased from Kirkland's, from Costco, it's Kirkland's butter. There's a huge recall on that, so make sure you're tossing that out, Chris. And then the second thing is I'm doing this reset. I was just telling Jennifer about it, Jennifer Lude, in the chat, about how I am getting rid of, I'm doing a reset. So I'm doing strict carnivore again. So that means it's, bacon, butter, beef, eggs, pretty much. I'll be consuming those things, but maybe some sardines on some days because it's just easier to consume. And so I've decided to do the reset because I needed to just stay focused on my health goals. I was trying to get down to 238. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. I've been plateaued for almost 2 months, but it was because I was eating dairy. And of course, my next video that's coming out is going to be about a carnivore ice cream you guys are going to love. And that's maybe why I had gained some weight. But anyway, I wanted to make something for you. This is kind of going into a different direction, but I wanted to make recipes for you guys for Thanksgiving. And I know as a carnivore, it can be really challenging around this time because you're seeing cakes, cookies, and pies that everybody's making, and you really can't eat it. Well, you could if you wanted to, but then you'd be off track, right? So I'm making like some alternatives that I think that you guys might like. Old Guy Eats says, I'm doing great. I hope you are too. I am. I am. Thank you. You can do anything you put your mind to. You're so right. You're so right. And so I started thinking, I'm I'm I've been on this diet for well over 100 days, right? I've been working really hard towards making sure I'm working out. I work out 5 days a week. And when I go to the gym, Chris, I'm telling you right now, I work out so hard. Like, I'm very focused. I have a routine. I know the machines I'm going to. I hit the weights 3 times a week. And I also like do like light speed walk slash jogs on the off days. So, and then I have to fit in 2 days to make sure I'm taking a break. And that's where I also found out maybe I need to do a little bit more recovery days. Like, I did leg day on Friday and I was destroyed for like 2 days. I had to take my days back to back. It was terrible. I couldn't even sit down. That's how hard I worked out. But yeah, so I'm gonna still focus on that as the last quarter goal for my health goal to get down to 238. I'm at 248, and then I popped up 4 pounds, but it might be because I had some cheese, and then yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I'm so glad I got to see everybody here, and I'm working really hard to just stay focused on those goals, but I'm also working hard on staying accountable. And so if you're having a hard time with staying accountable, or you're having a hard time with having additional support, like maybe you're not getting a whole lot of support from friends or from family around you, you have a community here. Make sure that you of course follow us here, and you can talk to us in any of our live streams. This is day one, reset accountability. You're going to hear from me tomorrow. I'm going to let you know how I feel tomorrow. I had to take a little bit of a break from the gym. My gym is closing. I'm not happy about this, but they're closing temporarily because they're swapping out some gym equipment. So I have to go to a new gym for the next few days. But yeah, sometimes, like, even with these major things that happen in our life, like for me, that was kind of major because the gym was like 10 minutes away. And now the next gym is like 25, 30 minutes away. So now I have to kind of stay accountable and still stay on track with something different that's been introduced to my routine. And it feels weird. Let's see. Old Guy says, I don't have recovery days. I exercise 5 days a week. Dude, that's awesome. That's actually pretty awesome. And that's what I was doing for a long time. I was actually working out 7 days a week, and I was walking hard. Like, I was going actually to a parks and looking for hills, and actively seeking out the hills and power walking up the hills. And that's how I seen the weight coming off. But then when I started going to the gym and I started lifting, that weight, like, I don't know, it's like I can see different things. One, I have like a Fitbit watch that I wear, and the little holes on it, I was on the very last one. I was on one, and now I'm up to the fifth hole, which that shows progress, right? But then I started noticing, like, my pants started feeling baggy, my underwear was feeling baggy. And then I started also noticing that even down to certain socks that I used to wear and shoes, it wasn't fitting me the right way. So I had to kind of swap those out too. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. But 7 days a week, you're like in beast mode. That's beast mode right there. Old Guy says, if you are ever interested, I can share some insights I have learned. Regardless of which diet you choose, you can always DM me. Thank you. I'm going to take that advice. Because I'm like, okay, I'm lifting 3 days a week, and then I have those other 2 days where I'm like doing aerobic, and I'm like, do I need to put like a third day for aerobic? I don't know. Maybe that 7th day is like rest day. Yeah. So I don't know. That was like real weird for me, but I'm definitely gonna take you up on your offer because I've been kind of struggling with that. So sounds like you are making good progress. I am, and I know I'm getting stronger. because I was doing, what was the name? I was doing some leg presses. And when I first started doing leg presses, I was at 40 pounds. And now I'm up to 85 pounds. And I know that that's a good weight for me because it's enough where I could do my reps slow and it's making me break out in a sweat. So I know that's a good weight that I'm at. I would like to get to 100 pounds by the end of December. We'll see how that goes. But that's my short term goal. I would love that. I think that would be like a nice little Christmas present for myself. So yeah. So that's what I've been working on. And then the last thing I was telling you guys, the Thanksgiving Day recipes that I've made. I was going to give you a turkey drumstick one. I had footage. I think I deleted it by accident. I'm going to go back and check one more place. But if not, I have to make an alternative for you guys, which I'm seeing a lot of turkey breast and turkey wings in the store, but not so much turkey drumsticks. I was seeing turkey drumsticks all last month, but I think everybody's snatching that up because Thanksgiving is right around the corner and some people don't want to make a whole turkey. I'm making a whole turkey. My family asked me to make it. So, and I think what makes this a little difficult too also is when you are cooking, right? For other people that are not carnivore, this can be the challenge too. And this is the challenge that I'm faced with all the time, but I've learned that if I stay hydrated and I drink enough, I won't have those challenges. It's when I am hungry and I don't drink enough water and I didn't get enough salt, that's when the cravings kick in. That's when the, oh my gosh, I want a Krispy Kreme donut, or I start thinking of all kind of crazy foods and I'm like, what is going on with me? That's when I know like I need some sort of electrolyte to help me. And so I try to make sure I have my water bottle with me when I'm going places. I try to make sure like I have my Redmond salt. I got like a little Ziploc bag that I put in my purse, my little bag, and yeah, a little pinch will do you. You just put it under your tongue and you're good. Like 10-15 minutes later, that feeling goes away. But yeah, that's what I've been working on, guys. And if you have any kind of questions, you can definitely comment on this video. I'll leave it public. You can let me know if there's certain recipes that you want to see for Thanksgiving. You can also let me know if there are some other desserts that you want. I'm coming up with some unique ones for Christmas. You guys are going to love December. Oh my gosh. That's what I've been doing the past 3 weeks, is testing out different recipes, seeing if those are the recipes that would taste good. And then also, I'm putting out a new ice cream recipe for you guys. I've gotten some feedback. Some people are not like exactly happy with it. Some people are like, this tastes okay, but I'm gonna come out with the remix one, and you guys can give me feedback on that. But thanks for coming on to my live stream. You're gonna start seeing me live stream in the evenings like this, and yeah, get to know each other and have some fun. All right. Hope you have a great evening, and of course, I'll see you on the next live stream. Take care, my friends. Bye.